Hello guys, welcome to the stream. As you can see, am trying something a little new with having these chat windows. I'm probably not going to keep them up until people actually join. Until or unless, I should say. Probably not going to keep them up until or unless people actually join and are participating in them. But I did want to get them at least showing correctly. And I think they look okay. I think they look kind of cool. That's kind of the goal, is that they look kind of cool. So you guys let me know. Let me know if they look a little weird. I know the sizing is a little bit off, but it's hard to organize like this, the way that I have it. Make this a little bigger. Move that around. Sorry, I'm just kind of jerking that around. I'm trying to make it fit correctly in this little window here. Okay. So yeah, let me turn these off for right now because there's nobody in the stream yet. I say yet. You know, here's the hope that there will be somebody in the stream. Oh, actually, I didn't realize. I want to cut off these parts that are like the URL and stuff. It's just hard to see. I need to make this window bigger. But yeah, I don't want the URL and stuff to be showing. I want it to just be the chat. Why can't I see this better? Here's the fun part of hanging out in the live chat, or live chat in the live stream. You get to see me just messing with stuff. I'm trying to see, I know there's a way. I'm not very good at, I'm not very good at messing around in OBS Studio, which is what I use to film these on. I don't know that much about it yet. I know enough at the moment to make it work. Okay, those are showing pretty good, I think. They're not perfect, but I don't want to sit here and mess with them forever. So they're good enough that I think you'll be able to see the chats that are coming through. They're in the little windows. I'll decide if I really want to keep it like that. I haven't decided yet that I do. I like the little rainbow glowy window things, but they're a little bit distracting, so I may just turn those off and just have the chats be transparent. But for now, we'll leave it like this, and then I'm just going to turn these off and start the video. And then if I get people chatting and I'm responding to them, then I'll turn them back on so that people can see what we're saying. Hello, welcome. We are playing Occupy Mars. We are on day 12, so should be part 12 of the sandbox mode. And we're playing that because, again, as I have whined about now at the beginning of multiple of the sandbox mode videos, the devs are not in any hurry to fix the story campaign that you literally cannot progress. So you get stuck on a quest, you can never fulfill the quest. There are certain things you can't do until that quest is done, and so you're just stuck. So we left off here the night before. I don't think we've had any power. Yeah, so we don't have any oxygen stored up. Where we were where we're scavenging some outposts. We're literally just running through, gathering stuff. We're not grinding. We're not doing anything extra. It's just trying to get abandoned tablets and supplies. And our plan is to hit this one and then go up here. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I don't want this to be another situation where I'm gone forever. Because that's not what we're supposed to be doing. But I do kind of want to hit these, come around here. Oh, there's more down there. Goodness gracious. Okay, we're not hitting all of these because I do want to get back to the workshop. it is hard for me to not do it because I see them and I'm like, but they're right there. But then we're going to come around down here because we are going to pick up the probe and the supply drop and that probe. And then we're going to head back to the workshop. And by that point, hopefully we'll have enough abandoned tablets that we will be able to unlock a lot of our tech trees and not be stuck. So that's the goal. I don't know where I got these. Oh, I remember. I grabbed them the last time. Because I was like, oh yeah, well, I need extras, but we're going to run out of room, so we're going to not keep those. I don't think we're going to keep both of these extra batteries either. Night vision, large replaceable, pump extension. Let's just unlock night vision. Is there anything else here? It does not appear to be. Oh, nice. This one has a garage. These will be nice to come back to when I have the Grinder 3 and take them down if I need the building supplies. Like, it's good to know that these are there. And they're not far from the base, so quick ride. Come over here. Spend a week in-game just taking stuff down.
New item in circuit box.
I wonder if I should even record that. Like, maybe that would be something that I do live, but don't bother recording, because in the story mode, I recorded every single one of those, and sometimes it is just many videos of me doing the same thing. So I think if I do that again, like if I go on a long trip where I know all I'm going to be doing is grinding and scavenging, then maybe I'll do lives of it, but won't do actual videos of it. Also, if my channel ever gets big enough that I actually have memberships and stuff, I think what I'll do is the lives will be for members, and the recorded videos obviously will be for everybody. And that way, you know, the members get like a special ability to watch these early, because they'll watch them when I'm actually recording them, which will probably usually be like a week or so before they're posted. And they'll get to see some of the extra stuff that I don't plan to ever put in the recorded videos. So, but my channel is tiny. I think I have 40 subscribers now, which in fairness, that's 40 subscribers I got over the course of a month or two. And that feels good. That feels like a lot to me. It feels like an achievement. So I'm happy about that. Certainly not complaining about it. If I get 40 subscribers every 2 months, that means that in a year, I'll have like 4 times 6, 240 subscribers. That's a lot of his subscribers, right? Feels like a lot. I think that's pretty cool. There's an antenna up there, and I am ignoring it, and there's a part of me that doesn't like that I'm ignoring it. I didn't bring any ore with me because I wasn't planning on this being a very long trip, which means I may have to stop and mine some ore at some point so that I can continue staying out here, because I might have to like make a well and get some water and all that kind of stuff. What is that up there? Is that a rock, or is that, I'm looking out this direction, an antenna or something? I do not know. Is the house made out of flesh, or am I made out of house? He screamed, for he did not know. Tablet. I could save these all up and then open them all together, but efficient photovoltaics, I think I want that. A simple construction plan for medium-sized solar panel. Hell yeah. Food. I hate these ones. I hate jumping around them, trying to get to everything. I wish I could just leave them for when I have the Grinder 3 and I just grind everything down as I'm gathering it.
in circuit box.
Alright, what do we have over here?
75%. New item in circuit box.
And then there was one more over here. Whatever's in this box. Oh, MRE, I think. MREs. Nice. Well, we got a good amount of food. We're almost getting up to the levels of what I had in story mode, and I didn't have to start even trying to make food. Actually, ever. I started making food, but I didn't actually have to. I still had like 90 MREs or something like that when I started actually making food. So it wasn't technically necessary, but it seemed like I should do it. Also, I wanted to unlock my greenhouses and my domes. And to do that, I needed botany points. And to get botany points, I needed to grow food. Where did this other one go that was over here? That's the one we just came from. Oh, I think that's it. I see it. You know, if it's only going to take us, you know, a couple hours per outpost, we can hit a bunch of them pretty quickly. It goes a lot faster when you don't stop to grind everything. Alrighty. Ooh, ooh, oh, I almost hit that. I'm just looking out there to see if I see any others on the horizon. I almost don't want to check the map because then I'm just going to see all the ones I'm not going to. And then I really will never make it home. Okay, so these are just bottles. Anything else over here? Yeah.
New item in
Circuit boards. My tablet. What is over here? Oh, another suit battery. Alright, well, we will probably end up dropping that on the ground again, but we'll pick it up for now. Oh, just more bottles. If I had more inventory space, I would pick them up and keep them, because I could use the extra bottles. But given that we are scavenging, I don't have a ton of inventory space. And I don't think I have room for the bottles. Also, I can just make some when I really need them. I think we'll be okay. Rubber. Circuit boards.
circuit box.
Alright, what else are we missing? That looks like an MRE that we missed down there. We're missing some stuff in these lockers. Somebody just left poop sitting out there. Oh, we're missing. There's an MRE up there. We're missing too. The problem is that they're kind of squarish, like rectangle-ish, and so they look like the circuits. I wish that the circuits here didn't light up because you can't do anything with them. Unless I have been playing this game wrong this whole time, and there is something that you can do with them. But, alright, where did that MRE go? It was up here. I swear it was. Right there. It was blending in. One of the nice parts about doing this at night is that you don't have that problem. I said in the last building that I like it when these are open for this reason, because it's annoying to sit here and open each one.
New item in circuit box.
I'm going to end up filling these circuit boxes real fast. Alright, where did that other MRE go? I swear there was one that I saw, or thought I saw. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, these are just interactable, but there's not anything you can do. So I wish that they wouldn't light up, because they do make it harder to see if you were missing something. But I think we got it, unless it's outside somewhere. But it's hard to distinguish between that and these bottles. I keep thinking I have the truck, and then I run over here and it's just the ATV. Alright, let's look at our map. Okay, are we going... This is a decision we have to make if we're going up here to all of those. I think the answer has to be no. I think we have to make some kind of a executive decision, because it's not like I can't go to those later, and it's not like we don't have enough for me to hit up right now. So we're gonna head this direction, and that will get us closer to the probe as well. And I'm gonna cut this part out of the recording. That way the recording people don't have to sit here and watch me just drive. But those of you watching the live or the replay, you will have to. I do enjoy doing the live. Sometimes, especially if I'm sitting there grinding or mining or whatever, it is kind of nice to not have to talk and to just kind of turn off my brain and put on some music or something and just grind away. And so that is one downside to doing it this way, to doing it on the live. But it is kind of fun as well to have this and know that if people like watching this, that they can, that they have the option to sit here and watch these. I think it would be cool if I was big enough to have a members only section, to have a membership option, and to do these as part of that. I think that would be kind of neat as well. That way it would feel special. So I need more than 20 people to join, or 40 people to join every couple months, probably. I probably need more than like 250-ish people a year. Maybe I'll have some video, some series that will go, like, hit the algorithm just right and get me a bunch of people. Or maybe I won't, I don't know. Like I've said, I'm not actually doing this to become a YouTuber. That's not really my goal. I'm doing this because it's fun, and that's about it. It is pretty fun. Did I already do this one? Oh, I didn't even, like, look. No, it's not showing yellow. Yeah, that one's showing yellow. That one's yellow. Alright, it just looks... Alright, so we are at our destination. It does not appear... Oh, okay. Everything just was not showing for some reason. Alright. I was like, the map is not saying that I've been here, but I'm not seeing anything. It just hadn't showed. Okay. Picking up lots of suit batteries.
Inventory full.
Alright, yeah, well, we knew that was coming. Alright, we don't need this many suit batteries. We also knew that we were going to be filling up our boxes for pen drives and circuits and all that fun stuff. I should have probably made like 4 of them. Alright. I may have to go and mine and make a couple more boxes for pen drives and stuff like that, for circuit boards. And that I will definitely cut out of the recording. I wish that there was a way that I could also pause the live. I know that I can do like be right back, but I don't want to do be right back for an hour while I just go and mine. I don't think that would be good. Oh, I have 2 full suit batteries. Holy moly. I must have picked up one that was full. That's crazy. I didn't know that any that you picked up could be full. Alright, we're not going to be able to get these. So we're just going to have to leave the circuit boards behind for now. Unfortunately. I'm not seeing MREs in this one. Where's my food? Maybe there's some upstairs. That's not an MRE. There's more poop. Here's my tablet. Nice. Building supplies. Circuit board, circuit board. I don't know what that is. Okay. I think we've got everything that's not circuit boards. It is getting a little bit late. And I think I really need to make I need to clean up my inventory. I really need to make that box for the circuits and the pen drives. So I think that I'm going to run over here or maybe over there, more in the direction that we're heading. It's probably a better plan. And I'm going to mine for a little while. Not a ton of time, but it's 4 p.m. so, and we have until 9 p.m. So we have about 5 hours. So I'll probably be mining for most of that time, and I will make myself some more boxes. Where's the probe signal? Right there. I don't see any outposts out there. Alright, let's make our little habitat. We are like right next to where we were when we made the first one, like the one that we took down from this morning. I was expecting to get a little further today. I should probably know better. But I also wasn't expecting to stop and mine. I wasn't planning to stop and mine. So we'll make this. We will put up the solar panel so that we can start to generate some oxygen and also have some power. Whoops. Let's see. Electricity is what I need. And at least we have all of the building supplies that we need and more. So that's not a problem. And I'm actually going to do this as well, because I want at least a little bit of power going into the evening. How much is that generating? Alright, I was going to put this in here so it would generate oxygen, but it's not going to generate that much oxygen. So I'm just going to have it fill up the battery because we're not in there right now, so we don't need to use it. And then we'll have more of it this evening when we actually will be in there and we'll be using it. We'll have more power left. I suppose I could have done like 2 or 3 of them and set up a transformer along with the battery and everything, but I'm not going to do that. Maybe I will next time. So this one's iron. Oh, I said I wasn't going to leave this part in the recording, my bad. So we'll just pause the recording so that they don't have to watch this. And then those of you watching it live can watch me sit here and mine away. Depending how quickly we find each one of the types of ore that we need, then maybe we can get done with the mining part pretty fast. And hopefully that we get a good amount out of these. Because we don't really need a ton. We're not supplying the whole base or anything like that. We need our traveling ore. That's what I'll call it when I mine while we're out, is I'll call it our traveling ore. That I can just use when I need to make something on the road. I should probably, every time I leave the base and I'm like, we're just going to be gone for like a day or two, I should probably just plan to be gone for a week. Because that seems to be what ends up happening to me every single time. And part of it is because once I see new outposts, I have such a hard time not running to them, especially in this point of the game when I still need those abandoned tablets as much as I do. It's hard knowing that those are basically talent points just sitting there being ignored when all it would take was, 10 minutes real life time to run over there and grab them. But then you just see more and you find more and more and it's endless. And so that's why I was saying, at some point I have to make myself stop. Otherwise I will be going forever. This one's silicone, that's nice. Not just only iron. I don't know how much power we got out of that. That was only going for an hour or so. So probably not a lot, but enough, hopefully, that we will have enough time to make what we need. Also, we'll have the morning hours from, I don't know, 1 from 6:30 to 8, that we'll have power as well.
Available point for technological advancement.
Well, I had a viewer on Twitch briefly. Then they left. Probably left because I was just standing here mining. And they were like, this is boring. Alright. That's a lot of silicone. Especially out of that small rock. Now we just need to find an aluminum rock. And I think we're set for our traveling ore. It looks cool at night. Okay, so aluminum now. That is silicone. Aluminum. Watch us not be able to find aluminum because that's all we could find over there. That's iron. Aluminum, yay. We've got half an hour before we start to lose health for being out here. We're gonna eat it for as long as it takes to get this ore. But we'll run in there as soon as we're done.
Low temperature warning.
I know. I'm aware. Alright, now my health's really going to start to go down. The colder it gets, the more your health goes down. Okay. Gather up all this aluminum. Didn't realize we left a huge chunk. Should I leave it? Yes. Am I going to? No. Alright. And then we'll just go hook our battery up to our capsule. Give our capsule 5. Alright, we're going to have power for an hour until 6:30 in the morning. Power for an hour. We'll make boxes for circuits and pen drives.
50%.
We don't have a lot of time before this power goes out. God, I hate that double clicking everything but these works, but double clicking these does not. Let's make one more, because we know how quickly these get filled up. Maybe I should have 5 with me, like, at all times. Because they just fill up so fast. Alright. And then the power in here is going to go off here soon. Let's open our tablets. Advanced connectors, jackhammer 3, uranium enrichment setup. That's like one of the last things that you do. Let's do jackhammer 3. Finally, it was also time to upgrade the tools. A jackhammer landed on the workbench. We came to the conclusion that mining ore with it could become a little more convenient and less time consuming. Well, that's awesome.
Suit power, 50%.
Greenhouse. I do want the greenhouse, but we're a minute away from that. What's the large? Because all we keep getting is the large one, and I feel like if we just grab that, we'll stop getting it and maybe get something else. Like, I don't know. Something more useful. Big wind turbine. Maybe we'll get... Oh no, we don't need a blueprint for that one. Alright, what do we need blueprints for still? Solar panel 3? No. Blueprint needed. More efficient suit battery 2. Okay, maybe we'll get that one. We unlocked that. That's nice. Alright. So we're just going to do that so that we get something different on our electricity tree. Is that auto walk? I didn't even know there was an auto walk in this game. Oh, my plants are withering. They might die because we're not going to be at the base for a while, and our batteries seem to keep running out earlier and earlier. Which tells me I don't have enough solar panels hooked up. Oh, dangerous weather coming in 6 hours. That's going to take like all day. Oops, my apologies. So we opened our abandoned tablets, we unlocked the large accumulator and something else. And now we're going to spend some points before we go to bed. But we finished mining. Oh, we also made our pen drive boxes. So we now have 3 of those in our inventory, 3 more of them. So we have 5 total. So we have enough space to get more stuff. And we have a little bit more space in our inventory to pick some more things up. But I want to spend some talent points. And then, unfortunately, tomorrow there's going to be dangerous weather, which means that we're going to spend most of the day asleep. So the video for day 11 is probably going to be short. I might even tack it onto this one because this one's a little short. So we will see. Alright, so what can we spend this on? Battery pack expansion. We probably should get that. I want those. But I don't have the chemical thing that I need to make them. I still don't know what more efficient DIY really means. Like, what does it mean to assist the user when working at the workbench? I think we're just going to save these. Because the things I want to spend them on are things that we aren't going to unlock until we actually perform some chemical reactions. Alright, so we have 6 of these. We can't perform that unless we have chemicals. We can't do these ones unless we have chemicals. We can do a storage cabinet, but that's not the most useful right now while we're out running around. Neither is the 3D printer. Yeah, so nothing super useful there. I'd like the detector 3. Oh, but that's locked behind a ChemLab thing. So we have all of these unlocked that I could get the detector 3, but we are stuck behind our ChemLab. Same with the jackhammer 3. Fire extinguisher. Yeah, we need this small built-in accumulator. Because I want my Mars truck, and I don't know if you can find one out here or not, but I am not going to count on that for sure. Alright, well, there's really not anything that we can spend things on right now, so it's a little sad. We're going to put him to bed until, I guess, as long as we can, because there's bad weather coming. So what else is he going to do? It's not like we can go out and ride around. Solar storm. Solar storm strikes. So it started at 7. And I don't know how long they last, but I think it's 8 to 10 hours. So we're looking at 5 p.m. So let's go back to sleep. And let's try to wake up in a few hours. We'll give it like 5 hours. Or however long that was. Nope, solar storm is still going. Alright, let's replace our oxygen, our suit battery, all that kind of stuff. Let's eat, because his hunger is real low. And we'll sleep again, I guess. We'll sleep till 5, because I believe that's 10 hours. Okay, good. I think we might have slept an extra hour past when we needed to. But, I believe the solar storm still counts as having been
External pressure dropping.
In the light all day, so we were generating oxygen all day, which is good, so we could fill up our oxygen. which was needed. Alright, did that actually fill that one? No, I think that filled the one that we have on. Yeah. Not sure if I screwed that up because he had one on that didn't need to be filled, or if it just didn't work. But we can also charge this suit battery, so let's do that. Unhook this because we want to drain that battery. Oh, it is already drained. Good. We already took our rocks out of there, so we don't need those. And then we'll very slowly charge up our suit here. And then we're gonna put a marker because I won't be able to see. And then we're gonna head toward the next workshop. And hope that we get there before it gets cold. Alright, I think that the suit battery is fine now. Actually, the sun goes down here in a half an hour. We'll just stand here and finish charging. And then I can take the solar panel down after the sun goes down. Okay, suit is done charging. Oh, I haven't looked at the ATV's power. 42, okay. We will have to worry about that tomorrow. Or the next time that we make camp. Okay. I believe this is safe to take down now. Okay, these four are kind of far away. I don't know if I'm gonna make that. Well, it's only 700 meters. Never mind. We should be fine. That'll take us, it's 6:30, so we have 3 hours. And I believe that's about how long it'll take us. Not counting however long it takes us to grab this probe signal. Which shouldn't take very long. At least this one should be something other than chemical, I think. Also, hello, viewer. Welcome to us driving at night. Alright, so 7:15, so we've still got about 2 hours and 15 minutes to get right there, and that should be fine. You would think with it being so close that that wouldn't even cut it close to get just like right there, but
New item in circuit box.
destroy the evidence. Okay, and then we'll head this way. So we've got an hour and a half to get 300 meters. Let's see how long it takes. So it's 8 o'clock right now. I think I can see the next couple. $8:30. Okay, nice. It didn't take us very long. And now we have time to build our little habitat.
Warning.
I know, temperature drop in an hour. Okay. Right as the temperature drops too. Right as it dropped. Alright, we're gonna put him to bed. And we'll end the recording here. I'm not going to end the stream here yet, but we'll end the recording here. So if you want to see more of the live uncut version, go to the live tab. You can watch this live replay, or we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful one. Bye. All right, and then we will continue streaming. The plants are withering. Well, at least they're still alive to wither a little bit every single night. I mean, that's a good sign, right? It's 21 degrees. That saying it's 21 degrees Celsius. That can't be, right? That's pretty warm. I mean, for Mars. I think that's wrong. I don't know. Negative. Oh, it's 21 degrees Celsius in here. Okay, yeah, I understand. I understand. So it's negative 50 out there. But I want to put up my solar panel and start charging the car. So we're just going to brave the cold. So I can put up a solar panel.
Low temperature warning.
And just charge this for the next hour. And however long it takes while we're running around the base. Alright. We'll go back in here for the next 45 minutes. Let's see if a very short nap will restore that health that we just lost. Alright, it did. Okay, let me start this new video. Hello and welcome. We are playing Occupy Mars. We're doing sandbox mode, and it is day 14 of sandbox mode. We're currently out scavenging outposts. I wasn't really planning on this being a whole multi-day trip, but it's me, and that's what's happened. So we made that last night because it was cold, and we needed a place to sleep. And I've got my little solar panel up, charging the ATV while we run around here, just to charge it a little bit, make use of the time, make the most of the time, not waste the sunlight. Apparently I'm too tall to walk underneath those. I'm not picking up the water bottle. Resisting the urge to grind stuff down. Oh, it's a greenhouse. I was hoping greenhouses that I will get seeds,
New item in circuit box.
but that does not always seem to be the case. Oh, but there's some seeds there. And an MRE. And then it seems like that's it. There wasn't a whole lot at this base. But there was the abandoned tablet, and that is what we needed the most. Pump extension, advanced connectors, medium dome, advanced pyrolysis nanotubes. Let's just do the pump extension. I hate writing formal reports, even more so when I have to explain them in such trivial, or when I have to explain in them such trivial things as the decomposition of water into hydrogen and oxygen molecules. Instead of using my potential for new solutions, I describe the results of synthesis, compare the degrees of cohesion here on Mars with that found on Earth. Oh, I can't read, apparently. Instead of using my potential for new solutions, I describe the results of synthesis. Compare the degrees of cohesion here on Mars with that found on Earth. Alright, that's not my fault. That was written weirdly. But if I don't want to write this nonsense down again, I need to check that I definitely have a backup of the research results. Okay. Okay, Marcus. Alright, I don't think I'm missing anything else. Alright, how much did we charge in the 30 minutes I was running around? Not very much, unfortunately. Especially given the fact that I'm going to have to electrocute myself to take down that solar panel. But I want my supplies, so we get back as far as we can. And we don't aim at the electric box. Nice. We didn't electrocute ourselves at all there. Love it. That supply drop is still 2,000 meters away. That's so much further than I realized. Looking out here to see if I see any outposts, but honestly we shouldn't go to them anyway, even if I did see them. Because I have to make it back home eventually. And I see the other outpost right out there. Right here. So that's all three of these. And I'm sure we'll probably encounter some on the way to the supply drop. Don't mind the fact that I just ran into that. Another solar panel. We'll just keep making these while we run around, because it takes 2 seconds to throw them together. And tear them apart. And we really don't want our battery to die.
New item in circuit box.
Anything else in here? Missed something. Oh, I missed a seed magazine. Rocket fuel. Electric motor.
New item in circuit box.
It's everything right here? Okay. Run outside. Tablet, yay. I thought I saw other things out here other than the tablet, but if so, it's too bright out for me to be able to tell. All right. Faster growth, advanced connectors, greenhouse. Faster growth. The first Mars cultivation projects were a success. I had the opportunity to put all the research together. The most time-consuming part was checking whether the plants had actually provided enough energy. The initial specimens were not suitable for consumption, but I was able to isolate new varieties adapted to the needs of Mars. Good job, Adrian. Alright. See if we can just keep taking these down without getting electrocuted. I think maybe I just stood too close to it every time and didn't realize that's what was happening. What's our battery at? 43% again. Alright, this one's not that big, so I think I'm gonna not put it down because it wasn't worth it at that last one. That last one was too small for us to bother with having put up the solar panel, and I did. And then realized we were only there for like an hour, and so we probably gained maybe 1 or 2 points while we were there.
New item in circuit box.
Tablet. Cable. That's a lot of cable. Nice.
New item in circuit box. Inventory full.
Oh no. I want my apples. What can I get rid of? Well, if I get rid of my tablet, I won't be able to grab more tablets, so can't get rid of that. Is there anything I can combine? I don't want to get rid of my full suit batteries. I don't see anything I can combine. And I definitely don't want to get rid of my backup of those. I mean, I could use these, I guess. I don't know if that was the smartest choice, but I do have universal repair kits, so we're not at a loss to repair things now or anything. And I do not think that we will run out of them before we get back, for sure. All right, I think we grabbed everything there. Oh, we're missing something over here. Is it more seeds?
Inventory full.
Damn. Okay, rocket fuel. That's what I was thinking about getting rid of the last time anyway. I want a diverse diet. Even though it's not really necessary and doesn't seem to give you any benefit. And we have enough of potatoes alone to survive for ages. Alright, we'll go to this one, and then we're going to head to the supply drop. That's another thing, is that when we get to the supply drop, it may have things that we need to put in our inventory that we're not going to have room for, which is unfortunate. I wish I had the cargo things unlocked for the ATV. Had a little bit more space. I love how the ATV drives so much more in comparison to the Rover and stuff like that. Whew. Okay, this one is a bit bigger. So I am going to charge up the vehicle here. In fact, we're going to do a whole setup. And you'll see what we're doing in a minute. Or you can guess.
focal point for technological advancement.
Awesome. Make a transformer. No, that's the extension. My bad. No wonder it wasn't looking right. I'm gonna get these built as quick as possible. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. My goodness. Really? And then we're going to set this up. All right. 20 going into the battery. And then our battery going into this for the moment. Oh, I need to set up an amount for the battery to charge that. Alright, so the battery will charge that for a little bit. We're going to run around here for a little bit. But that is not all we intend to do. Okay, seeds, please be a replica of something I already have. They're beets. I don't think I already have beets.
Inventory full.
Yeah. Yep, I don't already have beets. Well, I do have them back at the base. Oh, I have potatoes here. Okay, we're going to get rid of the potatoes. We're going to take the beets. Because we have, like, just so many potatoes back at the base. And way more than we're ever going to need.
New item in circuit box.
Especially when we get seeds and stuff from them. So we can sacrifice these potatoes, because I probably would have ended up sticking them somewhere and not having them anyway.
Full.
Damn. Tomatoes. Guys, what do I get rid of? This extra battery. Okay. I'm going to have a hard time at the supply drop, because I almost guarantee there's going to be something there. Oh, here's another suit battery. We just got rid of one. Alright, please be something that stacks.
Full.
What are you? Lettuce? Okay, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go find the tablet. Wherever it is, right here. Nice. And unlock the greenhouse. As instructed to establish cooperation with another base, I spoke to Professor Kun-sun. As genetic engineering has no secrets for me, I will take charge of our part of the project. After establishing the necessary terms of cooperation, I'm ready to start the new research. I do not foresee any delays. That was for the greenhouse. And then we have this. Didn't we have two? Oh, we just didn't pick that one up. Alright. Medium dome, large dome. Medium dome. After nearly 5 years' work on the new design has been completed. The 2.0 version of the dome has improvements that were not designed by the previous team. It is fully adapted to local conditions and improved over version 1.0. Cool. Alright, so now we have some room. And then now we can pick up the seeds that we dropped. Where did they go? They somehow managed to drop into this container. That's a little weird, but what was it that we just picked up? Lettuce. Okay, I was right. It was lettuce. First aid kit, electric motor. Wait, did we go in this one yet? I don't see anything in here.
Inventory full.
Oh my gosh, more unique ones. Pumpkins. I want to have all of the unique ones. I don't think I can. Okay, I guess we'll sacrifice the beets because we do technically have beets. We technically have beets back at the base. Oh, I picked up the beets. I meant to get rid of the beets. We only have 5, but that'll still let us grow from there. Whereas we don't have any pumpkins that I'm aware of.
New item in circuit box. New item in circuit box.
These are the potatoes that we left on the ground. My man has plenty of room on the back of that ATV. He could absolutely put some stuff there. There's so many seeds. Alright, what are these ones?
Inventory full.
What are these? I think those are like hazelnuts or something. They look like mushrooms. Yeah, let's drop these just for a second. I want to see what these are. Yeah, they're hazelnuts. I'm going to keep the coffee beans over the hazelnuts. I wish that there was something I could do on the road to solve this inventory problem. Because if I can't, I may just go back to the workshop and then unload and then go to the supply drop. Because I'd hate to go to the supply drop and then have to do the same thing that I just had to do here. You know what I mean? Only 82%. That's going slow. Worship's 2,000. Do we have enough hours? If it's 4 o'clock, so 5 hours to get 2,000. No, because we barely got like 700 before. Okay. I'm going to steal this temporarily. I just want to make sure I don't have anything unlocked that would allow us to increase our storage space, like a storage container or something. Air compressor, carbon dioxide, steel plates, that's all building supplies. ATV crate. That's what I need. How do I unlock ATV crates? This is where I unlock like the ATV itself, right? No. Okay, maybe it was in mechanics. Okay, so yeah, this is where I unlock all-terrain vehicle crate. Alright, what if I say goodbye to what we had? What if I do something crazy? And I just build a workshop. Like, don't mind me. I'm just building a workshop here. This ball looks like it's about to burst. Like explode in my face. Phrasing. There's another one. Okay, and then airlock, ramp.
Low pressure line.
And then if I built a workbench, chem lab. We built a chem lab. All right. Now, if I look at my tech tree, mechanics, I need, oh, okay, well, that's not what I was hoping. I thought I needed to do a chemical thing, so I just built all this for like nothing, but whatever. We don't have time to go to the next place anyway, so alright, I remember the rubber vulcanization is a pain, but I can do this one. And build that. Let's see what else I can unlock. I mean, that was the main thing that I wanted to unlock was the ATV crates, and I thought that I just needed a chemical thing. I for some reason didn't look to see that it was that I needed the small built-in accumulator, which I don't have. Oh wait, no, that's the one that I need, and it is silicone purification. Okay, so I wasn't crazy. It's that I was thinking 2 steps at a time, and then I forgot the middle step. Alright, so once this is done, we'll be able to build that. Oh, this is going very slow. Let's hope it finishes before the power runs out. skip ahead here. I wish I could skip ahead in the live version, but I can skip ahead in the recording. This is going so slow. But there's not really much else for me to do right now. And I don't want to make too many other things because I don't want to draw too much power. So we're just going to sit here and wait for this and hope that it unlocks before the power runs out. We have 2 hours, 2.5 hours in game. So I think we'll be fine because we're already at 75% or almost 75%. As long as it doesn't fail. If it fails, we're screwed. But as long as it succeeds, we're good. All right, yay, we did it. And we can collect those. And now we can make our small built-in accumulator.
Electricity. Technology access level increased.
And then we can make our ATV.
Mechanics. Technology access.
And then we can make our ATV crates. That was the whole thing that we were
access level increased.
wanting. Oh, a lot of things unlocked here for us. What does this do? Oh, we already have that unlocked, don't we? Why does it not look lit up? I guess, oh, okay, I guess it is. It just didn't look lit up to me for some reason. Aerospace alloy. I don't think we're going to finish that in time before the lights turn out. Can I make a bed in here? I don't know if we have bed unlocked. I don't think we do. Workbench. Yeah, I don't think we have the bed unlocked. Alright, that's fine. Do we even have what we need to make the aerospace alloy? We do. Alright, we'll try it. I don't know that it's going to work. I don't know that we're going to have enough power, but we're going to set that and forget it.
Equalizing pressure.
And come out here while we have a little bit of time. How much battery power do we have left? Oh, no. We said it, but it is out now. Unfortunately. Alright, so while we have a little bit of time, we're just gonna do some grinding. We only have an hour, so there's not really a lot that we can do. But that's okay.
Warning.
Yep, we have 30 minutes before it starts damaging our health. See if we can get one more. And then in the morning we're going to make the ATV crates. As long as we have the materials that we need to make them. And then we'll have some more inventory space and I'll feel better about running to the supply pickup. Alright, we're going to put him down to bed. We'll end this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I genuinely do. Have a great one. Goodbye.
Oxygen. Suit power. 75%.
I want to check what's let's see what's going on with the live. All right, it's saying that we have somebody in here. Hello, if you are in here. Feel free to say hi. Only a couple people have viewed the live from this morning. It was really short. It was just a half hour. It was just one video because it was early morning and I just didn't feel like doing a lot. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to play a little bit right before I go to bed. All right, let's start the next video. Well, let's start it in a second. Okay, we're gonna start the next video. Sorry, this part's awkward. Hello, thank you so much for joining me. We are playing Occupy Mars. We're playing the, I keep wanting to say Sandstorm. We're playing the Sandbox mode. We're on day 15 of Sandbox mode. We're out and about. We're gathering materials. We're gathering advanced tablets. We ran out of inventory space in the last video, so yesterday, and so I decided to be extra and
Low temperature at
build an entire workshop so that I could build a chem lab,
low pressure
so that I could unlock the things that I needed to unlock to be able to make additional inventory space by making ATV crates. Alright, this reaction's still going, so that's good. It just picks up where it left off, as opposed to canceling the reaction. So then all I need is to 3D print what I need. I am running low on oxygen, which I don't love. Trying to figure out how to solve that problem. The easiest one is just to power the survival capsule for like a day. I should pick up some of the oxygen bottles that I see and make sure some of them aren't full, because sometimes you do pick up full ones. And I've just been leaving them behind as opposed to picking them up and checking to see if they're full. Once this processes, it'll unlock a few other things for us, but I don't know if any of them are going to be anything that's useful while we're out. I don't remember exactly what this particular one unlocks. Also, this has a water electrolysis, but we were doing aerospace alloy. So, okay, I was going to say, so I really hope that that's actually what we're doing here. I don't need this extra CO2 bottle. Okay, so what did we unlock with that? Oh, Jackhammer 3. That's going to be very useful, so we're going to go ahead and
technology access
buy that. We got
increased.
Science Bench, which will let us unlock a lot of these. Okay. What did we unlock here? 3D printer, which we didn't have unlocked.
Materials, technology access level increased.
Alright, nothing more there for right now. And then what about electricity? More efficient suit battery, we'll get that.
Electricity, technology access level increased.
That'll be useful.
Electricity, technology access level increased.
And these will be useful.
Electricity, technology access level increased.
Okay. That just those two unlocked a lot for us, actually. And then, because we don't have power going to the survival capsule, I'm just going to build this real quick. Oops. Shit. Alright. We're not going to build that real quick. We'll just do it in the survival capsule. That's fine. Because I don't have the ability to put more power into the building right now because we have not unlocked the transformer extension, which is what we would need in order to build more, to put more power into the building at the moment. Or I could build like a grid and all that kind of stuff, and that seems like a lot when I can literally just move the cable to the survival capsule and print out the crates in there. Get all of our building materials back. Let's see if we can find any... Oh. Hold on. Let's move this. There we go. And then we charged the ATV for most of the day yesterday, so it's got like 80%, so that should be enough to get us out to where we need to go and back home without needing to recharge it, but if we do need to recharge it, then we will. I was looking for weak spots, but I don't see any, so we just have to do this the hard way. Oh, while I was in there, I should have made a workbench real quick and upgraded our jackhammer. Oh well, we'll just have to deal with jackhammer 2 until we get back to the main base. Alrighty. ATV crates. Nice. We can easily make 2. I don't know how many slots they have in them, but it doesn't matter because whatever slots they have in them are going to be helpful. Okay, let's go put these on our ATV. Nice. No, stay in there. I want to... Do I need to access it here? What does that say? I can't read that. Am I... I don't know what that says. It looks like it says lock something. Oh, that's the lights. Okay, so how do I access these without picking them up? I just want to open them. Use. Okay. Use. Alright, so it doesn't have very many slots. But it has more slots than we had before. And that's the important thing. And we can put our seeds in there. And we can put our extra supplies in there. Put these in here. And look at that. Not perfect, but helpful. And this battery has got quite a bit of power left in it. Let's actually have this drain the rest of the power. And we're gonna go and grab the seeds that we had to leave behind. And any other items that we had to leave behind. Pick up our suit batteries again. I don't think we left anything out here. Doesn't look like there's anything over there. Left these seeds. And these seeds. Okay. That is all of it, I think. Except for whatever that is that's on the ground. Oh, probably rocket fuel or something. I think we dropped all of the rocket fuel that we had before to make room. How is our battery looking? Alright. Fairly drained. So while we wait for that, let's do a little scrapping.
Available point for technological advancement.
Cool. As long as grinding slow. Alright, we'll grind this one down, then we're going to go check the battery again. Hopefully it'll be drained by that point. It's not the end of the world if it's not. Like, if I have to take it down before it's drained, I just would rather use that up than waste it. Waste it while draining my health at the same time. Okay. No. Nope. It's still... It's... Oh, that's why. Our ATV must be fully charged. It is. Okay. Whoops. Alright. That explains it. Okay, well we got a lot of dangerous things to do, so this is going to be fun. Let's see if we can not kill ourselves. Go ahead and do a quick save. Because I don't want to electrocute myself to death. Do these from a distance. It's crazy. So, this whole time, I've been killing myself taking these down during the day and been like, okay, well, I can't take them down until night. And all I had to do was stand further away. Which I only knew because a commenter said it. And I was like, what? Will that really work? Turns out it does actually work. So, absolutely no problem. Totally works just fine. We're going to use a little bit of this really quick, actually. See if we can get any oxygen out of here. I don't think we're going to. Yeah. That's a shame. Just checking these to see if there's anything that I need to make really quick before we leave, before we lose our 3D printer. Alright, well, let's take these out of our inventory. Oh, I didn't even remember that we put the seeds in there. I did not use very much. We're going to spend like the rest of the day traveling, it looks like. We'll see how long it takes us to get to the supply drop. But I'm guessing it's going to be after dark. Alright. This is the one I'm worried about, because I can't stand far enough away from this one, I don't think. Alright. Did some damage, but not too much. Alright, sadly we can't mess around at like outposts and stuff because I don't have enough oxygen. Well, I guess technically between the 2 bottles I have about a half bottle on each. So actually we'll probably be fine because I've only had, that means I've only gone through like a little over a full bottle. And this has been numerous days. But still, we're going to try not to mess around too much. I think if we're going to do anything, it's going to be to power a survival capsule for like a full day, and I don't really want to do that. I don't know how long it takes to accumulate oxygen, enough oxygen to fill up a tank anyway. Clearly it's a lot longer than what we had that one powered for there. But yeah, if we get like in dire straits, we'll do what we have to. And I'll pick up all the oxygen bottles from here out just to make sure that none of them are full. Oh, there's an outpost. I think. It looks like an outpost. And the closer I get, the more it's looking like an outpost instead of the less. So that's a good sign. Oh, there's an antenna. Should we go get the antenna? Me saying we're not going to mess around because we don't have enough oxygen to mess around, and then going and taking all of these detours. But it's possible that there's some oxygen bottles at those, and there's definitely going to be abandoned tablets. Oh, there's another one. I think we'll be fine for oxygen. We've been away from the base for how many days? Like 5 days? I don't know. But our oxygen is not deteriorating very fast. So I think we're okay. Oh wow, that's 2 of them. Nice.
New item in circuit box.
Cool. This is going to be the last antenna I go to. Because last time I got, I don't know how many pen drives, and then I just had no more to unlock, and I just wasted the pen drives. Okay, there's 2 in that one. So we should be able to, by process of elimination, figure out which one it is, right? So it's either these 2, or these 2, or these 2. Let's do... Okay. This should give us enough information to tell us which one it is. So, in this one, it had 1. In this one, it had 1. And these are 2 completely separate things. I think this is one of them. And as of right now, I have no reason to believe it's not. And I think that's one of them. Which would mean this and this are not them. And that this and this are not them. So it would mean that this would be the third one. Which would work here. And would work here. And would work here. So let's guess. No, we got locked out. Okay, it was the wrong guess. Alright, that's alright. Alright, I'm going to do a thing so that I can hit each of these outposts. Because I think there's 3. I'm going to build stuff again. Oh shit, I can make a medium one. I forgot. Nice. Oh, this is going to make this so much easier. I don't have to make a transformer. I can make just 1 battery pack. And then 1 living capsule. Hope that's far enough away from the battery pack to not be an issue. And then we just need 5 power to go to that. And this should fill this up. And that is more than enough for what we need for that to be working overnight. And we will come back to that. And that'll have oxygen generating so that we can go ahead and take the risk and go to each of these outposts, get the abandoned tablets, gather the supplies, move on, and still come back here and hopefully fill up our oxygen. And then I can still go to that probe signal without an issue. Also, we're probably going to have bad weather tomorrow, so it'll be good to have that. Because I can't guarantee I'll be able to drive home. Okay, there is a second one over there. Oh, there's a third one over there too. Oh, a fourth one. Is that a fifth one way back there too? Holy moly. Yeah, let's see what we got. Electric motor, MRE, electric motor. Well, at least these ones are open. I'm gonna save all these abandoned tablets up and open them all at once. Oh my goodness. MRE.
Oxygen, 30%.
I know. My oxygen is low. Oh, my other tank is in the ATV.
New item in circuit box.
Oh, what's one of those eggs? Alright, we'll move on. I was trying to see if I could see where my solar panel was, but oh, there it is. I see it. It's right there. Further over that way than I realized. Just looks like somebody dumped their inventory. Watch me find a full oxygen bottle. Right when I get the oxygen built up in the survival pod. Alright, that wasn't a lot there. This would be better if I was out grinding things down. Alright, let's switch out my oxygen bottle. Switch up a battery. And then, are any of these stackable at all? Somehow no. Somehow we've gotten entirely unique seeds the entire way. I don't think I want to go down to those two tonight because that just gets us further and further away from our survival pod. So I think we'll go over to this one that's at least in the same general vicinity. And then we'll go to hit those tomorrow. What time is it? 7:30. So we have 2 hours. How far away is that one?
Oxygen, 25%.
Oh, it's like right there. But it is like 8 o'clock. So maybe we'll hit that one in the morning too, actually. Because I don't think we'll have enough time to get over there, look around, come back. Especially because that's a huge one. Or it looks huge from here anyway. Is that another one over there? I didn't even see that one. How are there so many right here? Alright, so we have enough for 10 hours, which is good. More than we need. Yeah, so it has a tiny, tiny bit of oxygen built up. Not a whole lot. Oh, what's his hunger like? Really bad, okay. And so is his hydration. I'm not worried about the suit battery. I'll eat, sleep. All right, almost forgot again, but that is the end of this recorded video. I think I'm going to do one more, so if you want to catch the next, if you want to catch what this day looks like, watch the next video. May or may not be out yet, or you can go, if you don't want to wait, and watch the live. Today's live is the February 22nd afternoon, because I filmed that one at like 1 o'clock in the morning. That was the morning. So this is the afternoon one if you want to go and watch the next video. Otherwise, I will see you later. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. Goodbye. Hello and welcome. We are playing Occupy Mars. We're on day 16 of the sandbox mode. We're out. We're doing stuff. We're trying to survive. We're running really low on oxygen, unfortunately. So we've got a little setup to keep the survival capsule going while we're running around so that we can hopefully build up enough oxygen to survive. Right now it's early morning. We just slept, but we're going to sleep until 8 because I don't have anything else to do and I don't want to damage his health in the meantime. We are building up a little bit of oxygen. I said I don't know how long it takes to gather up enough for me to be able to fill his oxygen bottle, but we're also going to kind of hope that we find an oxygen bottle. Also, conveniently, this looks like there's water here. Oh, no, water bearing place is out of range. I was going to build a well, and that looked like well ground, but it is not, it seems. So we're gonna go and hit up these outposts. Then we may go back to the workshop without going to the probe, just because, I mean, it's gonna depend, I guess, if I find a water bottle, a full water bottle, or a full oxygen bottle. There's another outpost over there. This is crazy how many there are. I don't even want to look at the map because I'm gonna be too tempted. If we end up having to give up and just go home, I'll just put a marker here and come back. It's not like we're incapable of coming back again. We're out here, so I want to grab stuff while we can. All right, let's go to the stuff that's outside first. Yeah, here, these are these bubble corridors that we don't seem to have access to, and I don't know why they exist or what the difference is between them and other corridors.
Inventory full.
I was going to say, hopefully at least these will stack with something. What ones did I just pick up? Oh, I picked up the spruce. Or the oxygen tree, my bad. What can I drop? I can probably drop a suit battery. Actually, no, we'll drop the rocket fuel, because I still don't know what we use the rocket fuel for. I mean, presumably powering a rocket, but I have not run into the issue of needing to power a rocket yet. So it has been mostly not useful to me. Hose. Oh, there's lots of stuff in here. Circuit board,
Item in circuit box.
cement, more seeds. Please be stackable. The heck is that, pine tree? I think that's pine tree.
New item in circuit box.
What's this one? Corn. Okay, the corn I do know is stackable. I know I have corn seeds. Right? Oh, that's poplar. Okay, I thought I had corn seeds. Man, as much as I want the diversity, oh wow, I have way more suit batteries than I realized. Holy crap. Why do I have so many suit batteries? Alright, well we're gonna throw one of these suit batteries out. There's something on the ground out there that I did not see. The suit batteries are such an easy replacement that I'm really genuinely not worried about them. I think just having 2 for right now is fine. Is that everything? I think that looks like everything.
Oxygen, 30%. New item in circuit box.
Oh, that's the rocket fuel that we dropped. Alright, let's go hit these up. By the time that we've hit up all these for the abandoned tablets, we're not going to have any more blueprints that we need to unlock, it feels like. Somebody please tell me why the ATV runs so much smoother than the truck or the rover. Like, it can go over rocks without them being a huge obstacle. It can, like, go down a mountain without flipping over. The stability of it feels so smooth. It makes it actually fun to ride instead of stressful. Did we already go to this one? I don't think we did. I think we went to a different mining one. Because I don't see the little supply dump next to it like the other one had. Yeah, the other one's right there. I see it in the distance. See it? And then the little supply dump next to it right there in the center screen. More food. lots more food. Again, never gonna need to actually make food. That is one of the reasons I wanted to play Sandbox. I played it on the difficulty that they had it set up for, and it said, you know, supplies are gonna, like, it was like the mid-tier amount of supplies that you get. And I'm still kind of out there feeling like I'm getting way more food than I need. I don't feel the pressure to cook, like, start supplying my own food at all.
Inventory full.
All right. We've been leaving the explosives. Someday I might really need those, but at least then I'll know I can go to all of these abandoned outposts and find them.
New item in circuit box.
Hopefully by then I'll be able to print them, so I won't have to go find them. What did I leave in here? Did I leave? Oh, I left steel plates. A steel plate. And then my tablet. Can't leave without the tablet. Where did it go? Right there. Alright, where's the next one? Straight ahead? Yeah, we haven't been there. Hopefully these two will have oxygen bottles, and hopefully they'll have oxygen bottles that aren't empty. Oh, and there's my supply drop. Actually, let's detour over there to the supply drop. Almost forgot about that entirely with all these outposts. Alright, let's hope the supply drop does not have items that I can't fit in my inventory. Or if it does, that they're items that I can replace, like oxygen. And not CO2, like that one that I had in story mode that had like 15 like
25%.
CO2 bottles. And I was like, what do I possibly need this many CO2 bottles for? Oh my gosh, it has seeds.
Inventory full.
It has seeds, of course, of all things for it to have. Well, I guess I'll drop the seeds it has because I think it's going to have more. So what is it? Apple, apple, poplar. Oh, great. It dropped the poplar and not the apple. Well, maybe I can...
Inventory full.
I thought I already had poplar. I do have poplar. Alright, you two are getting combined. And then... Nice. And then...
Inventory full.
Okay, let's step back a little bit because I don't want anything to clip through anything. We're going to drop our hazelnuts. Pick up our apples. Combine our apples. There we go. Pick up our hazelnuts. And then I usually clean this up, but I'm a little worried about the amount of oxygen I have left. So unless I find a bottle or we get back to the capsule and we're able to fill ours up, I may have to leave the rest of this.
Available point
I
for
may not be able
technological
to
advancement.
keep going to these outposts because my oxygen is getting real low. And so is my water. So we are going to hope for the best from this outpost here. I don't have a lot of hope, but we'll try. I think I have more water left than I have oxygen. Here, let me do this. I'm going to save... Point before point of no return. This is where I think I have enough oxygen to get back if I went straight back right now. So in case I do die because I'm not able to get anything, then I'm gonna need a save where I can get home. Well, our food making ventures are going to be absolutely set.
New item in circuit box.
Right? What do we? Okay. What's this? A suit battery that looks fully charged. But we already have fully charged suit batteries, so... Oh. Do I have to open that from this side? Oh, it's already open.
New item in circuit box.
Nothing up here.
Inventory full.
What are these? Hazelnuts. We have hazelnuts. We're not going to grab the explosive. Grab you. Grab you. Alright. I'm pretty sure that's what these are. But that's not what I wanted to do. Why am I like this? Okay, we'll drop the spruce one. Pick these up. Oh, they weren't hazelnuts, they were coffee beans. And we do have coffee beans, they're just out in the truck. Coffee beans. Do we have anything else that can be combined right now? We do. Apples. Anything else? No. Alright. Pick those back up. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. So not an oxygen or a water bottle in sight. That looks yellow, so that looks like we've been there. We've been there. And I don't see anything else out here. There's something here. What is this? Is this my truck? What is that? Oh, it's a container. Well, I was more excited that it might be my truck. Because I was going to park this ATV on it. Oh, that's just... Okay, that's just this container. Alright, never mind. I thought that was exciting. That wasn't exciting at all. Okay, let's go stop by our capsule. See if we can get any oxygen at all off of it. I need to clean up all my pins. Got too many. Man, I was so excited for a second. I thought that we had just magically stumbled upon the truck. And that it really was out here somewhere. Definitely wishful thinking there. I'm also wishing that I had checked all those water bottles and stuff that I just walked past. I wish I had at least checked them to see if there was anything in them. I'm just so used to that not being an issue because I usually keep like 2 or 3 extra ones on me. And also, this was not an intended foray. I had not intended this to be, weeks. I don't think it's been weeks, but it's been, I think, 4 or 5 days that we've been out now. Alright, let's check the oxygen in here. Let's see how we're doing. And let's also switch out the water bottle. Because this one's, I think... Wait, where's the other water bottle? Oh, right there. It's in my inventory still. Alright. Let's go see... Alright, well, we have some external oxygen in here.
Oxygen depleted.
It says filling. Okay. Alright. They gave us more. It's not a lot, but it is more than we had. We're yellow instead of red. So we are going to pop on over to these two. They look more like ones that will have bottles, so at least this one does. So we'll be able to see, because this one has an HQ on it as well. It does look fairly dilapidated, though. Yeah, I thought this was just going to be a quick, like, we stop a couple places, pick up a couple tablets, run back home, because we weren't even going to grind or do anything because I didn't want to be out very long. And instead, that's not what happened. Seeds. Seeds are starting to become the bane of my existence. I guess we have enough gathered now that I want to come back here when I have the decor scanner unlocked. There's a lot of decor in here. But I was saying I guess I have enough seeds in my inventory now that I'm not having to worry about it as much as I was, because every time I grab them, they're ones I already have. How is it that every single place that I went had just an abundance of water bottles and stuff, to the point where I just ignored piles of them? And now that I finally need to try and find some, I can't find any. Like, not a one. I don't think this has any in here. That's rocket fuel. I think we grabbed everything. That looks like everything. Alright, let's pop over to the other one. We'll go in the hangar entrance. More food. I don't think we actually had that particular seed yet. Oh, she didn't say new item in circuit box. Oh, I wonder if that's because it didn't go in the circuit box. I'll bet our circuit boxes are finally full again. And I bet that just took up the last inventory spot.
Inventory full.
Yeah. I knew it. Alright, let's see if any of these are broken, because I'll just get rid of broken ones. None of them are broken. That's crazy. Alright, spruce. I think I'm getting rid of... Actually, we'll get rid of the potatoes again. Because we have potatoes at home. Well, this is more coffee seeds.
Inventory full.
Oh, right. We can't take the circuit board. Where did I put my... Oh, I put it back there. I'm an idiot. Alright, combine those coffee seeds. Go get the... potato seeds that we left here. As much as I don't think we're going to need them. What is it that we left in here? Was it just explosives? Yeah, it was just explosives. Oh, steel plates. Alright. Ooh, turn around. Alright, back to our pod. We'll sleep. We'll get as much oxygen as we can get for the drive home in the morning. We hope we won't die of thirst on the drive home. But I think we grabbed quite a bit of tablets. So I think we did pretty good.
Oxygen, 30%.
And then we have 2,000 meters to go. And that's going to take us... Alright, so if it's 2 hours per 500, 8 hours? 8 to 10 hours? Oh, I thought that was going to say bad weather. Tomorrow's definitely going to be bad weather watch. I almost guarantee it. And it can't happen overnight. And it can never happen overnight. It's always got to be during the, like, start in the early morning and then go all day so that it just wastes the entire day. If we're really lucky, we won't get it tomorrow. Alright, what's our oxygen in here looking like? Not great. Not great. Okay, wish us luck that we don't wake up to a storm warning. We're going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Join us next time. I appreciate you being here. Have a great one. Bye.
Soup power, 70, new message.
Plants are withering. Okay. I think we'll do one more. Make this about 3 hours, a little over 3 hours. And then I'll get off of here and do some other stuff, I guess. Hello. Thank you for joining me. We are playing Occupy Mars. We're on day 17 of the sandbox. Our oxygen is extremely low, which is unfortunate. Our hydration is pretty low.
Oxygen below 15%.
As you can see, our oxygen is extremely low. Where did our other oxygen bottle go?
Oxygen depleted.
Fill up as much as we possibly can. And then we're going to tear this down and hope that this is enough oxygen and water to get us all the way home, which is 2,000 meters away, which is probably about a drive of 10 hours. But we got really lucky we didn't get a bad weather warning.
Low temperature warning.
So, we may be lucky and not have to deal with that, because I don't think we would survive another day, even with the survival pod, with the amount of oxygen that we have. I'm not used to having to worry about my oxygen. Oh wow, we have a lot of power here. Alright, let's hope we don't kill ourselves. Save our game. Oh,
Inventory full.
we're out of inventory space. Okay, where's my other oxygen bottle? Alright, I need to have that on me, because I need to be able to grab it quickly if we actually run out completely. I guess we're just going to sacrifice that small circuit board. And off we go. We're going home. We're going home to the place where we belong. Are you guys so happy that I sing for you all the time? I'm sure. How many abandoned tablets did we have? You know, I could have opened all those abandoned tablets there and kept the circuit board, but that's all right. If we get to a point where our entire game hinges upon if we just had one more small circuit board, then I will admit to having made the wrong call there. We're going to go straight line as much as possible without killing ourselves, because we can't really risk taking detours right now with the amount of oxygen that we have left. We're not even going to stop and get these pen drives out of these antennas. Mostly because I don't think that we're going to need them. I think that we have enough. Oh, shoot. I didn't know this was here. Should I ignore it? Probably. Am I going to? Probably not. Wow, that little break there worked way better than expected. Alright, wish us luck that we find an oxygen tank
5%.
in this building, because I am going to go up to it. I'm not going to grab... Well, I'd say I'm not going to grab stuff, but I probably am. Because I can always just mark it and be like, okay, we'll come back to this one later. And because it's got all these antennas with pen drives in them. So it would be worth marking, but... Come on. Oh no, we're not out of battery, are we? Oh my goodness. We're out of battery. What am I gonna do? Or I actually need there to be oxygen, a full oxygen tank here. Like, actually need there to be one. If there's not, I don't know what I'm going to do. There's our tablet. Because I don't have the time to wait for the... I can't believe that I didn't think about the ATV's power when we just, like, refueled it. I could have just built a...
Inventory full.
Alright, we're not messing with inventory right now. We are going to run over here and see if there's any oxygen things, because I don't know what else to do. I don't think we're going to be able to run home either. Like, without the ATV, I don't think we'll have the oxygen to run home. Oh good, I sure do love this bug that they didn't fix. This was a bug that was in the game a year and a half ago. Really thought they would have fixed it by now.
Inventory full.
We're just grabbing what we can. If we can grab it, great. If we can't, we can't. I'm not seeing anything that looks like a tank either. Okay, what do I do? Fuck. Alright, there's only one thing I can think of, which is just build one of these and pray that it fills it pretty fast. I was already worried that we weren't going to get back in time. This is the most dire I have been since I've played since early access, and it's entirely of my own making. Like, I didn't have to be in dire straits here. I could easily have made different decisions. I wasn't planning on being gone for a long time, was the biggest thing. Okay, what do I do here? How fast is this going to charge? 8. How much do we think we need? I guess not that much to get home. This is 132. And this is 116, so we at least have 2. I mean, I guess we can open these right now. We'll do a rover. The rover is assembled. Truth be told, this task almost overwhelmed us. The blueprints attached to the vehicle were unclear and not very intuitive. To ensure that other teams will not have similar problems, our governor instructed me to rework the instructions. To put it modestly, I gave it a go, as confirmed by my colleagues. Oh, why did that drop? So that's going to freeze time, so we're going to not do that. We're just going to sit here and hope for the best. We'll mark this spot. Oh, that's not what I wanted to mark. This spot. Actually, no, I don't want it to be that color. We'll make it yellow. above the Valley of Plenty. That way I know I can come here, this still has stuff in it, and that the Valley of Plenty is right behind it. 15%. Can we make it to the workshop on 15%? 16. Let's wait till it gets to 20 and then, well, maybe 25. Because it's charging pretty fast. Actually, just 20. Just 20. Because if we need to, at least we'll be closer to our base. And so if we need to, if it runs out of power, then, oh God, I can't do this one at a distance. Shoot. Well, at least we have a good amount of first aid kits. Okay. So I was trying to say that at the very least, if we run out of power, we'll be closer to the base than we are right now, and we can run home and then go get the ATV later. An absolute worst case, if somehow that's not an option, then we can always put a medium panel back up and do the same thing that we just did there if we need, 5% more or whatever. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we'll be able to, I think this 20% will get us close enough that we can run if we have to. And gasp into our workshop that should be full of oxygen by now. Walk in there just... Oh, nice. Was not anticipating that around the corner. I also forgot about all the dunes out here. Oh, that's that Pokey Dune, so I know where we're at now. I think it'll get us all the way there. I was trying to look and see. Looks like we're already at 14%, so maybe it'll just barely get us there. We are eating up that power fast.
Warning, oxygen below 15%.
Okay. See, if we were in the truck or the rover, that would have just absolutely toppled itself over. Why would a larger vehicle be so much less sturdy than this little one? That doesn't make sense. This little lightweight one lands more heavily and sturdily than the huge ones with multiple wheels. I mean, like more than 4 wheels. 4 is multiple, yes. Are we gonna make it? Oh no. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We don't have time for this. We're at 8%. Holy shit. I really didn't think it was gonna eat up that much. But we're only 400 meters from our base. That is most certainly runnable if we need to. Now, will I have enough oxygen to run that far? I don't know. But we're so close. I think we will, because the other tank that I had the same amount of oxygen in it as the one that we're currently using when we checked, and that one got us this far. Like, this one got us this far. So Now, question is, do we go to the workshop first or do we go to the survival pod first? Because we know the survival pod has oxygen, but I think they both do. What battery power are we on? 3. Look at that. We made it home with 3 battery power and the last dregs in our oxygen tank. Holy moly. That's crazy. Alright, plug this in. And go inside.
Equalizing external oxygen detected.
Look at how much oxygen we have in here. Holy crap. That's amazing. Fill oxygen bottle.
Oxygen depleted.
Alright, well. We don't have a ton of oxygen in here anymore, but we do have 2 full oxygen bottles. And then our water is low as well. Whoops. Overshot. We cannot fill from that. We can fill from this though.
Warning, lack of water supplies.
Alright, now our water. Oh, goodness. Now we have 2 full water bottles. I feel like I can breathe again. Okay. Amazing.
Rising pressure. External oxygen detected.
Let's build our first storage container. I thought we unlocked storage containers, didn't we? Or maybe I didn't bother because we were out and I didn't think I needed it. Well, we need it now. Storage cabinet.
Materials. Technology access level increased.
Storage cabinet. There we go. It feels so good to be back. To be back, to have a bunch of abandoned tablets on us. To be able to remove all these seeds from our inventory. Holy moly. Let's go check our pen drive, see what they are up to. We have more. Oh wow, we still have 5 in there too. Yeah, see, that's why I was like, I'm not that worried about stopping at all of the antennas. Right, so we have like 6 to decode right there, and then
Equalizing pressure.
let's empty these out. Actually, I'm okay with leaving the seat batteries in there.
Equalized external oxygen detected.
Put all these in there. Put these in there. Keep these on me. Put these in here, because we don't need every single one of these. We'll keep a couple of them. There we go. We've got a pretty diverse array of seeds. I actually want to run over here now that we have a storage container and grab the stuff out of here. In Sandbox, does this follow survival procedures quest ever get checked off, or does that just sit there until you decide that you're done playing? Oh, there's another chemical one in there. Okay. And then this should have a good amount of oxygen in it as well, so we can go out here and deplete this at some point. Oh, let's clear all of these unnecessary pins. Move, remove, remove. I don't think there's any others. Worship spirit. Okay. Nice. Alright, so we just have those and then the 2 probe signals that we weren't able to go get because we were running too low on oxygen and water.
External oxygen detected.
And now we can take care of our plants. We unlocked... Wait, why is it not letting me do that? Oh, now I can make the bed. But what I want to make is this 3D printer. Okay. And I wanted to make the 3D printer because I wanted to see if we had the plants crate unlocked yet, but we don't. Okay. So I guess we will have to manually do this. Look, they were withering, but they didn't wither all the way. We had just enough battery power. It seems like we have just enough battery power to last till 4 a.m. every day. But now we have the medium solar panels, and so we can replace the small ones with those, and that will take care of that problem completely. Again, I think that if electricity points just build up the entire time that you're using electricity, then botany points should build up just the entire time that you're using botany, that you're growing anything. Alright, let me set that to what it needs to be at. We got water. Good. And then let's grow... Do these have any seed bonus? No. Let's grow our beets, because we have so many potatoes. Oh, I have a plant that somehow made it its way into my inventory and not on here. There we go. There we go, little boy. Little boy, little buddy. We're not planting an oxygen tree. We'll use those last 2 spaces for potatoes. Potatoes. Oh, we're out of the beets, right? Right. Trying to think of the things that will grow just in 2 steps instead of in 3. I know tomatoes, cabbages, and corn, I think, require 2. I don't know about lettuce, but I think all of these require 3. So we're going to put them over here. All right. There we go. Now everything should be growing. And they're producing oxygen. Nice. I didn't even realize that that was a thing that they did. Alright, which one of these did we unlock? I think it was Jackhammer. Yeah, that we unlocked the upgrade for. Nice. Nice. Okay. I'm not going to repair those right now. We're going to reward ourselves for all of our hard work by opening all of these abandoned tablets. So, Grinder 3 for sure. We do not yet know for what reasons non-ERA owned basins were abandoned. Those owned by us broke down or were abandoned on the instructions from headquarters. Edit, after analyzing the structure of the vacant bases, a tool was prepared to cope with their dismantling. In summary, the cost of repair far exceeds the profit. ERA procedures assume efficiency first and foremost, which is why it was recommended to recycle any abandoned structures. Nice. Alright, let's just take the advanced connectors one off. Alright, I would like to inform you that as of today, the development of additional construction facilities that will expand the base planning capabilities has been completed. I don't know why sometimes I wow. I don't know why sometimes I stumble over my words so much, but it's like the second that I start, I can't stop. And it makes it so much worse. Alright, so we unlocked 4 more. Alright, how many more do we have? Alright, I don't know how many, but still have some, and I still have one in my inventory. Alright, more tablets. Blowtorch 3. Sorry, I didn't even have to think about that one. We received an interesting project to increase the precision of the blowtorch. After analyzing all the blueprints, we had to make the necessary adjustments that will further increase the efficiency and comfort. We had no choice but to send the project back to the director. Only after his approval does the project have a chance to exist. Main HQ, big plant crate, large dome. Main HQ. The adaptation of Mars's most important building to local conditions took a long time. It was necessary to take into account the exposure of the skeleton to destruction due to the peculiarities of Martian weather, including the large temperature amplitude and the omnipresent dust. We did our best and hope that HQ will stand the test of time, proving that it is the Red Planet's most durable building. Reflecting on work we've done, it is regrettable that previous bases did not have this type of protection and thus were irreparably damaged. Big Crusher. The Olympus base has received plans from Earth for a better version of the freestanding printer. I'm sending out the plans to other bases. Please confirm receipt of message. Olympus base governor. I don't know why that's related to the Crusher, but I was talking about a printer. More efficient suit battery. I think that something's locked behind that. So we'll do that. Confirmation of receipt of battery schematics version 2.0. I informed that today a message sent from the ERA space station arrived at the base. The content included detailed analysis and guidelines for a new solution to improve work on the Red Planet. I confirmed the reading of the data. They have already been sent to the engineering team. Oh, we only have one more left. Passive compost generator. I am taking over the conduct of Dr. Clark's research. The project I will handle will combine two bases and cover related fields. The research will culminate in a comparison of the results obtained. Edit. Since the meteor shower is several weeks, we have no communication with the other base. I'm part of the engineering team that will resume the connection. The final phase of the research is nearing the finish line. I don't know what that has to do with the passive compost generator either, but... Alright, now let's look at our talent trees. Let's unlock the science bench. I do want the big wind turbine, but I think the science bench is more important right now. Oh right, we have to perform rubber vulcanization. I forgot about that. So many chemistry things we still have to perform to unlock stuff. Oh, we don't have any points here. Alright. What time is it? It's 6:45. It is actually 6:45. It lined up perfectly. It's 6:45 here too. Alright. I don't think we can use the chem lab right now because it's still decoding pen drives. It seems to go faster when we're looking at it, right? Unless this is just another one and not the same one that we were just looking at a few minutes ago. Maybe this is the last one and we can do some chemistry things before solid rocket fuel. Okay, it's not the last one. I want to do my... Whoops, I was not trying to pull that up. I want to do my chemistry things. I also want more botany points. My plants are growing. Give me more points. 4.5 out of 5. Do I get... If I pick it up and I put it back in, do I get any more? Does that count? No, okay. I mean, it makes sense. It shouldn't count, but... I was curious. I don't have any more spots. We're going to have to make another workshop. You know what? Let's do that. It's nighttime, so it is the perfect time to go out here and take these down. Hopefully, that's enough space. Like, our medium ones don't actually need more space. I'm hoping they don't need more space. Looks like they probably need more space. Damn. I mean, it makes sense. I just was hoping. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, so if it requires more space, then we're going to have to build more platforms.
Warning.
Expected temperature drop in an hour. Well, that's a shame that we only got one up. Or I could just tear all these down real quick and do them in the morning. Why are the plants withering?
Low temperature warning.
Oh, I know why they're withering. Because we didn't store as much in the battery because I had it charging the rover, the ATV. So each of these provided, I think, 5. Oh, thank goodness we're home before the dangerous weather came. Yeah, they produced 5. So we had what? I think we had 4 of each or 5 of each. So they were producing about 50. So if I just make one more of these medium ones real quick before my health gets too low. Let me There. Repair my health real quick. If I just make one more of these medium ones, it should make up for all of the ones that we just took down tomorrow. Like 2 mediums should make up for... Really? They have to be that far apart? Are you kidding me? They require so much more space. Holy moly. But still, this will be 72 per hour, whereas at most, because I don't remember if we had 4 and 4 or 5 and 5. But if we had 5 and 5, at most they were producing 50, and this is going to produce 72. And the ATV is going to be finished being charged here at some point.
Equalizing pressure.
All right, we can
External oxygen detected.
put him to bed, even though... Can we take his helmet off without him dying? I don't want to have to replay this day, so let me save just in case.
Oxygen source external.
Okay, he can take his helmet off, and then he can go to bed until, let's say, 7. All right, that's the end of the day here. So we managed to survive, kind of against all odds, let's be honest. And we're starting... Ooh, nice, storm. We are actually at a point where we're able to start growing our base and making our base and being more self-sufficient, and that's cool. That's exciting. So, and we have a nice view of the storm going on outside. Unfortunately, it means I don't think that we're getting solar power. Well, we have power in here, so we must be getting solar power. But yeah, so we'll be starting this day in the next video. And if you want to watch all of the previous days, which all include our entire journey, it includes the entire journey from leaving the base to getting back, it's in the live tab on my YouTube channel, under Let's Play Occupy Mars February 22nd afternoon. So you can watch all of that at once if you wanted to. I very much appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Have a great one. Goodbye. And that's it for my stream as well. Oh, hey, I just barely saw that, so I don't know how long ago you said that. Hasnayanali. Hasnayanali. I have not played Planet Crafter yet. It is on my list, though. I don't want to play it at the same time that I'm playing Occupy Mars, because they're too similar, and I think it would be a little bit boring. But I am probably always, at least for the foreseeable future, going to be playing at least one survival base builder type game. And so when I finish playing Occupy Mars, or if I get bored of playing Occupy Mars, then I'll probably move on to another one, and that one is on my list. So I will be playing that one at some point. But for right now, I am done streaming. I may come back later. We'll see. I've got real life stuff to do, and it'll depend on my mood. If I feel like playing this more, if I don't, if I feel like playing games. I do have a real life that I'm supposed to actually pay attention to and be responsible for. So we will see. But if you were here, if you're watching, I really appreciate you being here. Like I said, I genuinely do. And I hope that you will subscribe or follow and join me again another time, because I don't get a lot of people who watch my lives, and it's very cool when people do watch them for me to be able to interact. Sometimes I'm slow to notice because I'll go and play for 3 hours without anybody interacting, and then all of a sudden I get a comment and I don't notice it right away. So I apologize for that. But if I get more people in, then I'll be more used to looking for comments, and that also is super fun. So I'm wrapping this up now. Thank you so much. Have a good